Hello student, this is Razi and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the area of path of some definite figure. In the last video, we have already discussed the area and the perimeter of some definite figure like rectangle, square and circle. As I told you that we shall discuss the area and the circumference of circle after the topic discussion of area of path. When we shall completed this, then we go further with the circle. So in this video, we are going to discuss the area of path. In the previous video, we have already discussed a basic about the area of path, and I hope that you got the idea how we shall discuss about this. So here, as I told you that there are two possibilities to find out the area of path, and they are as given here. Just suppose that two rectangles are given. This is the first rectangle and here this is the second rectangle. There are two rectangles. This is the first and this is the second. There are two possibilities to the forming the path in the rectangle. The first possibility is that the path will be the around of this rectangle. So the figure is represented by this. This is the first possibility to find out the area of path, and this is the second, where the path will go from the center of the length and breadth of the rectangle and intersect to each other at right angle. So in this way, there are two paths. We shall discuss about this first, and at the second order, we shall discuss this. Here, the path is formed by around the rectangle having the same thickness, and here also having the same thickness, but the order, or you can say that the model of the path is changed. Here the path is crossing from the center of the length and breadth, and here the path is passing through around the rectangle. So first of all, we shall discuss about this. So now let us start the discussion. Here, let us suppose that the length of the rectangle is L and the breadth of this rectangle is B, and the thickness of the path is suppose X unit. The thickness of this path is X unit and the length of the rectangle or rectangular path is L and breadth is B. Now, if we talk about the length of the path including length. If we talk about the length of the path including the path, we have this is as X unit and X unit. Therefore, in the length of the path including path become more than 2x with the initial length of the rectangle, and it becomes 2x plus L. Similarly, if we talk about the breadth of the rectangle including the thickness of path, it becomes x unit downward and x unit upward, then it becomes 2x plus b. So in order to find out the area of the path of a rectangle in which the path is surrounded it, then here we first of all find out the area of the rectangle including path and then the area of the initial rectangle. After the difference of the both area will be the result as the area of path. So here, if we find the dimension of the rectangle, both rectangle, we write like this. Then we write here, first here we write length of rectangle, including path. including path, and this will equal to 2x plus L. Okay, and breadth of rectangle including path, and it become 2x plus b, so that the dimension of the rectangle including path are 2x plus L and 2x plus b. Okay, and similarly the dimension of the smaller rectangle is L and b. So we can find out the area of the rectangle including path with the help of the dimension 2x plus L and 2x plus b, and we can also find out the area of the rectangle having the dimension L and b. After getting the area of the both rectangle, when we subtract the area of the larger rectangle and the smaller rectangle, will yield the result as the area of path. Okay, so here we get the formula like this. So here we get the formula to find out the area of path. So that area of path is equal to area of rectangle including path minus area of rectangle only. This will give the area of path. So I hope the area of path of such type condition is clear. Now let us see the another case where the path crossing through the median of length and breadth and intersecting at right angles. So for this, let us construct the figure, and with the help of figures, we shall describe the case. So this is the rectangle, and these are the path of the same thickness. Suppose that the thickness of this path is x, the length is L, and the breadth is b. Okay, the thickness of this path is x unit. So I hope the figure is clear. Now let us discuss about it. Here, in order to find out the area of the path, we have to find out the area of the total rectangle and the area of these both, and the area of the small rectangle, and after subtracting the area of these small rectangle from the area of the complete rectangle, we can get the area of figure. So I hope the result is clear. Now here we can see that if we give the name, we have A, B, C, D. This is a rectangle A, B, C. Also you can see that P, Q, R, S is also a rectangle having the breadth as x and the length as b. Similarly, W, X, Y, Z, it is also rectangle having the length as L and the breadth as x. So that in order to find out the area of the path, we find out the area of this rectangle, and here we can also see that there is a common area. Suppose this is the area of MNOP. So here we can give the name MNOP. This is the common area which you can see as square. So we have to subtract this common area from the area of these two figures. So here the length of rectangular path, here we are discussing about the rectangular path PQRS. So rectangular path PQRS is equal to B, because this path is along with the breadth of this rectangle and it will be the B, and the breadth of rectangular path PQRX is equal to X. So here we get the length and breadth of the rectangular path PQRS, and applying the basic concept length into breadth will give the area of the rectangular path PQRS with the common area MNOP. And again we are going to discuss the dimension of the rectangular path WXYZ, so that the length of the rectangular path WXYZ equal to L. Why the length of this rectangular path will be L? Because this path is along with the length of the rectangle, and since the length of rectangle is L, so that the length of the rectangular path will also be L. And if we think about the breadth of this rectangle, since we know that the both paths having the same and uniform thickness, which is the X, therefore its breadth will also be X. So here we write the breadth of the rectangular path WXYZ, and this is equal to X. And if we think about this common area, which is the square, then it has same length of its all sides, and this is X, because it is the square and it has the thickness of the path, therefore the dimension of this square will be X. So here the dimension of the common area MNOP is X unit. Okay, so in order to get the area of this rectangular path, we have to find out the area of the rectangular path along with the breadth of the rectangle, and the area of the rectangular path along with the length of the rectangular. Then we subtract the area of the common region MNOP will yield the area of the rectangular area of the path of this rectangular path. So here, in order to get the area of the rectangular path, we use the formula the area of the path is equal to area of the path PQRS plus area of the path WXYZ minus area of square MNOP will give the area of the path of such type of case. I hope it is clear. So student, I think there is no any doubt in such type of condition. If you have any doubt, then you can drop a comment in the comment section. I will clear your doubt in the next video. So we shall meet in the next video with some new question. Till then, goodbye.